heck? Hold on, wait. Hello, I'm Jax. I'm with Jax and friend Bread. Bread has never been on my channels before. Say hello, Bread.
Hi.
He's American.
Fuck off.
And so is Jax.
USA, biatch.
USA
Fuck mayhem.
for...
Fuck mayhem.
Ooh! Anyway, I'm doing art, if you can even call it that. They're not, because they're just here so that I don't have to entertain you guys by myself. So, sounds kind of mean.
heckin'.
I'm gonna be real awkward, because I'm gonna have to explain all of these markers, and these people are gonna be sitting here like, I'm bored.
I'm fine with this. I don't know
You're
what
fine
you're
with
talking about.
this?
Heckin' bad.
I'm just looking at my ping in Discord and it's fluctuating.
I have, okay, already we've got Amber and Larry in here. Yeah! So,
Hello, Larry. Hello, Amber. I don't know who you people are.
yeah! Amber goes to my school. Larry is a big fan, has been a fan of my channel for a long time. My other channel.
Were you about to say Larry's a big fat what?
Big fan. Larry's a big fan, guys. Come on.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. It's the accent.
So,
Ooh.
I have a new marker. Well, not this specific one, but a bunch of them. Ugh. Do you ever embarrass yourself on a live stream? Shall I read that one scene from Waiting for Godot?
Oh my god.
So, I got a bunch of touch cool markers. Some of them are this. Did I just American?
You just American.
Oh god. Anyway, I got a bunch of touch cool markers. There we go. Markers.
We're rubbing off on her. She has to separate herself from us.
From, I believe they are supposed to be knockoffs of Touch 5, which are meant to be knockoffs of Mixie, which are meant to be knockoffs of Copics. So, Prismacolor's just kind of there. So, these touch cool markers are brand new, and they've got your bullet and your fat ass, broad. Yeah, same thing.
Fat ass broad, same thing.
Yes, those are types of women. They are indeed types of women.
No,
Instead
they're the
of calling
only
her-
type of women.
Christian channel.
Christian channel. Anyway, Jax is too nice to be American. You're damn fickin' right, assuming you're talking about me. So this is
Yeah,
the ones we're gonna
If she's too
be.
nice, what the fuck does that make me?
This is the one I'm gonna be testing today. Well, this brand, not this specific. Fuck it. You know what I mean.
Okay, slow down. Just slow down.
And there's the Touch 5 markers. Same as the Touch Cool markers. I hate myself! What have you guys done? Anyway, and the broad, same as the Touch Cool ones, but supposedly better, because the other ones are... I'm just gonna talk like this, you happy? Anyway,
I'm never happy.
Oh
True,
lord,
same.
that's
And then, so those are supposed to... Hey, I got complimented on my American accent the other day from an American. You can eat my cock.
I didn't
Thanks.
get to hear your American accent.
You don't wanna. Oh, it's happening again. Stop. Anyway, so those are those two. Then we've got the Prismacolor Premiere, which we can thank Magnificent Bastard for me having. Oh, speak of the fickin' devil! Shut
did he
up.
go down?
I was expecting him to say, like, hello, or something like that, but no, he's just like, oh, the co-hosts are definitely improving the stream quality.
You're damn right we do, Mag.
Anyway, these are Prismacolor. Thank Mag for it. He likes to act like a cunt, but guess what?
Well, I mean, he could also join here, but no.
But he doesn't have a voice. Then we've got Mipsy. This was the first ever
That's
alcohol
true.
markers I ever got. Markers. What?
Alcohol marker.
Yeah, that's what they all are. That makes them blend and stuff. And
Time to get boozed up, motherfuckers.
this
I
one
don't know very much about art supplies. I'm not gonna lie.
It's because none of
So
you can draw.
You are my, so you are
Hey.
my educator, and I'm terrified.
Oh, I already have a Google Classroom for that. Haha,
I
and
know,
you're actually in it.
I'm in it. I'm in it.
Oh, you're in it?
So,
Yes,
I
I'm in it.
have... Maybe I'll have to teach you guys how to use alcohol markers, even though you could probably never afford them, because they are so hecking expensive! Anyway...
Center
Okay.
ourselves.
What are you suggesting,
Let's take
Jax?
money out of the-
Hey, you're just like Finn! Nice! Haha, you're a nice person! Haha! Anyway, these have a big fat end and a brush. Ah!
It's okay, Mag. Don't listen.
Everyone likes to hype up the brush pens as if they're better, but I mean, it really depends on how you do the thing.
They're multi-purpose.
Then we have Copic.
It's okay, Mag. Ben is still nicer than you.
I have both the Copic Chow, which I am holding in my hand, RN, and then I have the Copic Sketch. The new ones, not the old ones. The old ones are square. But these are the new ones. So,
Yes.
I'll also be
Weird.
testing Copics. Supposedly the best brand in the business. Which is really neat. Yep. Did I embarrass myself yet? I think so.
Look, you're embarrassing us too, so we're all still here.
Shut up. So, I have this big old pad
I'm sorry.
of paper, you immature freaks.
I'm not watching the stream, I'm just listening to you talk, and it's wonderful.
Oh, you suck.
And?
I'm watching.
So, I'm going to be using the same fine liner, you know, doing the test. We're going to use the same liner, the same pencils, blah blah blah, same paper, so that we can accurately get a test of what's better than the other. What?
Hey, Jax, if you were art equipment, you'd be a fine liner.
Hey, Jax,
Huh.
kill yourself.
Oh shit, we got a channel strike right there.
Kill yourself.
Well, luckily we're not monetized. So there's that.
Doesn't matter.
No way for me to get monetized. Is this Hello Kitty one the pencil? Nope, it's a pen.
But once you break, what do you have to do? What is it now? Like, you have to break the 1,000 or 10,000 sub mark?
10,000.
10,000? Okay.
And 4,000 hours.
And 4,000 hours accumulative of
Wait, no, it's
channel view.
1,000 subs, 4,000 hours. You're right, sorry.
Okay, let's say like 10,000. Holy shit! Like that's hard to hit for an average person. Fuck.
It's too hard to hit any of those for an average person.
Well, 4,000 hours. All you can do is some viral shit.
I'm glad you feel smarter.
Only if
watching
you.
Hillary.
That's really difficult though, because if you haven't got the right amount of subs, you're not going to go viral. Full stop.
Not
Unless you make one of
necessarily.
those, one of those really amazing videos that is hilarious in every way, shape, and form.
Look,
My
we all know
calorie-
that majority of viral videos are cringy as fuck.
And also equally hilarious. Thank you. I wish I went viral. I did today.
How many is it up to now? Like 300 some?
Let's have a look. Let's open up Twitter. What? Let's have a look.
Let's open up cancer. Yes.
Okay. Oh, I'm getting new followers. Oh, Savage? What's Savage?
I don't know.
I don't get why that's Savage. It's just... It wasn't easy to draw. Leave me alone. Oh well, I like it anyway.
Just give each person like the very first. Just give them each person the freaking like just a very cool looking first letter of their name as their avatar. Just like, what's the first letter of your username? Okay, you get this really cool looking J.
313.
Wow.
313. I just did 50 this morning. I hate everything.
Oh, he's a decent YouTuber. I mean, in small doses.
I want
Who
you
is?
to die. I hate everything.
Oh, I hate everything. You know, I was subbed for him for a long time. It's just I never actually watched many of his videos.
Same.
I'm sub to him.
You get to see my face now. Because all artists like to block their drawings out with their stupid fat heads. And
But-
that's a fact.
But you have a nice head.
Jax.
He said head, not face.
Jax.
Exactly.
Jax. Shut up.
Jax. Yes, ma'am.
You fucking misogynist.
Oh, I thought you were about to call me a fucking mistake, and I was like, okay.
Like, hello, Dad.
You are a fucking mistake. But that's
can
another
confirm
story
this.
for another time.
I can confirm I'm a mistake. I can confirm I'm a mistake.
Same.
Just why?
Mom, did you
Why your
remember
mom's
calling
a
me a
fucking-
happy little accident?
Why your
Oh
mom?
my
There are
god,
no
your mom did that
mistakes.
too?
There are no mistakes, just happy little accidents.
Fuck you, Bob Ross. As much as I love you, you're wrong. You're fucking wrong.
I was a mistake. I'm neither happy, little, nor... Well, I was an accident.
I'm neither happy, little, or God damn it.
I'm not happy, nor am I little, but I certainly am an accident.
Yes.
There we go.
The second best accident, or
I need
the
to
third
rename...
best accident ever.
I need to rename the stream a group full of mistakes. Or just I make so many mistakes and it's all about
No, just you gotta rename it to a group of happy little accidents, just happy as in quotation marks.
Just a bunch of accidents.
You're my third favorite mistake, next only to the Powerpuff Girls and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Are you mocking my childhood?
Was your girlfriend born on purpose?
No.
I'm pretty sure I could never get a good answer out of her parents anyway.
My girlfriend was a happy little accident.
Oh, yeah, wait.
There's no such thing as a happy little accident.
Well, she is upset sometimes, so I guess she's not a happy accident.
She's upset sometimes, like every other human being on planet Earth.
I don't know. She could be bipolar, like my stepmother. Just don't have kids with her. Then you lock yourself in place.
Fun fact: Jax is bipolar. Me, Jax, not him, Jax.
Oh.
God damn it! Change your fucking name, one of you. God.
Jaxie. Is bipolar, and she is also diagnosed with depression, and she is also diagnosed with social anxiety, and she is also. It keeps going.
The list is never ending.
No.
She's the biggest mistake
I didn't know about the bipolar.
made.
I could have guessed the depression and the social anxiety.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure most teenagers have depression and social anxiety now, though. You know, or
Yeah.
so they say.
It's probably overdiagnosed in my personal opinion, but let's not get on that conversation.
No, it definitely is. I
I'm not
agree.
depressed.
I'm glad, Jax.
And that.
You're the only happy little accident here.
Well, fuck you too.
Are you happy?
No.
Exactly. You're just a little accident.
I'll make
I'm not
you
little.
happy, God damn it.
I don't think any
Both
of us
of
are
you.
little.
I don't know. Man, Jax
I'm
might be
short.
little. I don't know.
I'm pretty short.
I'm like 6'2".
I'm like 5'5".
Yeah, I remember you telling me that. I don't know how tall the other guy is.
Jax?
5'11".
You 5'11"? I thought she'd be closer to 5'9", in all honesty.
Because he's Asian?
No, it's just that's just the way. It's just like I listen to your voice and it's not an insult. It's just I hear your voice and I just automatically assume like 5'9", 5'10".
On Tinder, I'm 6 foot.
On Tinder, we're all 6 foot.
On Tinder, we're 6 foot and 10 inches. My friend Harry has a friend who is 6'8". And it's just like, how?
Magic.
Get you a man who can do both. Like...
Oh god. I don't know. I'm like 6'2", like 210. Let's go.
Oh, Meg, how tall are you then? You're like 6'4", right? I remember, like, when I first joined the anti-Soch community. Yo!
The anti-Soch community.
The anti-Soch, you mean the greasers?
The anti-Soch community. That's an oxy-fucking-moron and you know it.
When I joined the anti-social justice community.
Oh.
The anti-social community.
The anti-social community? How does that work? Nobody knows.
No, when I first joined it, I joined a group with Magnificent Bastard and a few guys, one of them being Shogun. There was a guy named Simon, a guy named Michael.
Fuck you, Simon. I don't even know who you are.
Oh no, he calls himself by his actual name now. So a guy named Chris, a guy named JT. Viper.
Oh, JT Yearsley? I know that guy.
No, JT Viper.
Oh.
Who is also friends with Wild Tanuki and Jeff Holiday and Wizard of Claws and stuff. But yeah, so all these people, I used to be in this group. Oh, and Nim! I can't believe I forgot Nim.
Who?
But, Nim. You won't
I don't know
know
who
him.
that is.
No one knows who he is. It's a British guy. I'm friends with his brother, but not with him. Haha! So...
Some weird fucking degree of separation there, but okay.
Well, no, he was a twat, and so he's gone. So, just to use an English insult. But, so, I used to be in this huge Twitter group with them. I call it huge, but it was really just active. And Yuki! Oh, that's right, Yuki joined eventually. So, we all kind of discussed that stuff. We were like, oh, how tall are you? To get into the group, you had to do like this BDSM test. I don't remember why that was a thing.
Because they don't want vanilla fuckers? I don't know.
It was like an initiation thing. Like, you have to do this funny thing. It was like a college initiation.
You
It
had to
was
write
really
a
childish.
fucking BDSM / fic or some shit.
No, there's like a BDSMtest.org or something like that.
I
It
still have
has
my
all the
results.
percentages.
You still have your results.
Yeah,
I
it's
do.
got all the percentages of, like, what you are, I guess. He's only 6'3". You're calling him a midget. You're like 1 inch taller
Only
than him.
6'3"?
No, I mean, like, he was calling us all midgets.
Yeah, no. If, in all honesty, you really can't call anybody a midget unless you're over 6'4".
You also can call someone a midget if they are under 4 foot.
Well, yeah. I went to people in high school that were under 4 foot, and they still are under 4 foot. I don't know how they survive.
Small children.
Who dis?
Who dis? Who joined?
Person named
Hello.
Serial.
Oh, it's Serial Grain. He's a artist, I think.
Is he?
Soria? Soria, right?
Yeah.
Is what you used to go by? Yeah.
Yeah.
You woke me up! No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to tell you off. Just get
Sorry
all
about
shit.
that.
Is Fed
The
in
other
the chat
night,
now?
I was trying to sleep,
What is-
and I always
what, is
keep
Fed in the chat?
no, I always keep my ringer on, so that if people need me, they can call me. And this nigga started. Oh, whoops.
Hold on. We're not on Twitch.
Whatever.
We're not
I
on
already
Twitch,
said
you're
it. It's out there. It's
good.
whatever.
We're not on Twitch. You're good.
So this guy, yeah,
Well-
true. But this guy here, right? He starts like adding me in my server, and I'm like, cunt. Heck off! Heck off! I said
Oh,
fuck
that's
the.
not what-
I literally said fuck the fuck off.
Oh,
Like I was
God.
so.
Oh, no.
I was so
It's
insulted.
funny now
like-
because it's funny now because I almost got into a bar fight over one of my friends getting drunk and calling this other drunk dude's girlfriend a cunt. That was fun.
I remember you
I
saying
almost got into a
something
bar fight
about
over that shit.
That's so
I
funny.
almost got into a bar fight over that shit.
There was
Oh,
no.
man.
So I'm sorry about that, my dude. I just get really cranky when I get woken up.
Who dis? New phone.
Oh,
Hey
no one
man,
else.
who doesn't?
Who dis? No one. Fuck you. New phone. Who dis?
Yeah, I was wondering.
New phone. Who dis?
Literally, so.
I I remember one night I was messaging people in the Drawfee Discord, and I was talking to Amber in DMs at the same time, and she's never before this time she's never said any like actual racial slur that I've heard, at least in front of me. She's never said anything like that. And then she DMs me saying she had a dream that I like stubbed my toe or something and shouted, and she wrote in the words nigger with a hard R. And it made me so happy. And now
She's racial epithets.
We're happy when our friends say racial slurs.
and she kind of, I guess she might have given up or something, because she's been saying it around me at school a lot. It's really great. We've
Silly
got
fags.
a
Chicks are for dicks.
silly faggot. Dicks are for chicks.
Yes, I fucked that up.
Yeah.
Hard.
We've got a we have a Discord server for our friends at school, so we can actually communicate with each other. And we've got stuff like
Yes, the kikes.
we've got all these things like Canada, America's blank instead of Canada, America's hat. So we've got we've made up a bunch of jokes at school like Canada, America's toe, Canada, America's eyeball, Canada, America's nigger.
Oh God.
We've got that's because Jesus Christ is my blank. We've got
He's the real OG.
and to pair with that,
Oh.
we've got a black card. A black card? Yeah,
Son
a
of the
black
God.
card.
Son of God is real OG.
So we've got a black card that says 3 different ways to spell the N-word, so that you can enter
Only
in
3?
3 different things. And then we've got white cards. There are a bunch of different actual like hard R's, and then you've got a couple of the just A's, and then you've got slave.
Oh.
And then you've got NIGA, like all these different like things, but it cracked me up when I suggested slave.
Slave.
And of course it was my suggestion, so that's because Jesus Christ is my slave. It just makes me so happy. Boy. We've got can you feel it now, blank? Can you feel it now, Mr.
I'm not feeling it now,
Can you feel it
Mr.
now,
Krabs.
Mr. Krabs?
He opened the box and revealed blank. Half man, half blank, half blank, half god, half man, half blank, because of an old inside joke of half man, half god.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Half man, half pig.
White card, dyke. White card, dykes. It was Amber. Without Hitler, who would have killed? Oh, wow. 3 ways to spell the N-word, blank, blank, and blank, and then you've got 3 ways to spell the N-word, nigger, nigger, and blank. Here I am, like, just try not to say it too much. All decked out and ready for incest.
What?
Health meal.
All decked out and ready for incest. It was my grandma's funeral. Cousin was looking hot. It was all grieving. What the hell's going on here? Nobody knows.
We were bitching in this Discord server last night about this chick at school who was, you know, it was kind of gossip, more like telling her ex what the hell actually happened with it.
I also enjoy blood sports.
Yeah, well, no, she kind of deserved it because when we were on our choir tour, we had like we had to be inside by 10 p.m. and be like asleep by 10:30.
Bitches out to like fucking 11 o'clock at night.
She was outside the cabin thingy we were staying in. It's kind of like a flats or something, but she was out till 11:30 ish, and I had to yell at her to get her ass inside. Because she was with a guy, and her boyfriend's over in Christchurch, while we're over in Wanaka, which is like 16-hour difference or something. But no, we got really pissy at her for that, and
these hoes ain't loyal.
I remember that story.
We told him about all the stuff like in the last 2 weeks. And we were bitching about it last night, and our friend Jess never swears, but when she does, it's the funniest shit you've ever heard because she never swears. It's so good. Last night...
She doesn't swear because she's looking for the right emotion to feel, and that was that one night.
We asked her last night for her conclusion on the whole thing. Because this chick's been telling him, like, I still love you, I think we should take it slow. And he's like, I didn't even say yes. And she's like, okay, moral of the story, say no to hoes.
These hoes ain't loyal.
She called Corey, like this asshole friend we used to have, she called him a pussy last year. This is a shout out to Jess for being the best bitch. Like, I love her.
Jess is best bitch.
Jess is the best bitch. I'd introduce you guys, but she's kind of antisocial online. Unless it's with
Oh, she's antisocial online.
Yeah.
What? She's the exact opposite of Jax. Social in real life, antisocial online.
Yeah. Jaxie. I think you mean.
That's what, yeah. Well, she's not, obviously it's not me.
She's actually, she's one of my best friends too. I kind of, like, I enjoy her presence, and it's gonna suck when I leave, and we're probably not gonna talk ever again because you never talk to your high school friends after high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I talked to a couple of my high school friends like a couple.
Wait, you're supposed to make friends in high school? Like with real people?
I know, right?
You're actually supposed to talk to people to get through shit. After that, you don't ever want to see them again.
I've got a friend named Spencer. And it would be really disappointing not to be friends with him after high school, because he is the funniest cunt I've ever met. He is so racist. And it makes for, like, the best
Remember, black people getting gassed like Jews is funny.
It is! Gas the kikes, am I right? Am I right?
I guess you are.
Thank you.
Gas the...
Gas those
I
damn
just need
dirty
my
Nazis.
fucking Nazi plug.
I scared myself.
Fetch me my pug.
No, I went to put my eraser down and my arm like spazzed and I threw it away. I threw it really far and I don't know where it landed.
Need backup, man.
Heck. Oh, where is it? I don't have very many of these because for some reason they all just disappear.
Well, maybe you should stop throwing them around your room.
I didn't mean to. Where the fuck is it?
I don't know.
I was considering censoring myself just then, and then I remembered everything I've said before.
Yeah, what word?
It's like,
Is there any
you're gonna
point,
censor yourself
anyone?
over that.
You're gonna censor the
There's
word
no
fuck, but you're not gonna censor the word
Nigger. What?
S'il vous plaît, Nahue.
Sacre bleu. I think that's a word.
Okay. We're having a decent conversation that you brought the French into it.
Sacre bleu.
Those damn French pussies.
Sacre bleu.
God, I always say the worst part about Benjamin Franklin was the French.
Where the heck are all the rest of my erasers?
You threw them somewhere in arm spasms. I don't know.
I have arm spasms, okay? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Make like a tree and leave me alone. I have this whole...
A tree doesn't go anywhere.
And get out of here.
A tree literally just stays there.
Trees don't
have
annoy me, though.
acoustic.
They leave me alone. Maybe this giant
No,
pencil
trees
case
don't
full of
annoy you
Stargate
until
stuff.
it's fall and everything just falls off of them and you have to clean up after them.
Oh,
Lazy
there's some
fucks.
Your mom's
scissors.
hoe.
Oh god. She lost the eraser but found the scissors.
There's a pen that looks like a dick, but it's supposed to be a bone. I got made fun of a lot by Spencer for that last year.
Because you used one side too much.
No, it's like a novelty pen, and I ordered it because the bones looked really cool, and they sent me the dick-looking one.
Well, I can understand how it looked like a dick. It's you used one end of it too many times.
Shut up.
Oh.
Ha ha ha, Benny's.
I'm confused.
Fucking Jews, did you just say?
What about them?
I hate the kikes.
Gas them all.
Oh, hey! Okay,
Gotta
where
guess
are
them
they?
all. Gotta guess
Oh
them
my
all.
god, why? God damn it.
Gas the gikes. Yep. Gas the kikes. Gotta gas him. Yeah! Why am I dropping so much shies? Which is oddly
Shit.
good.
Dropping 1 million in World 1 on RuneScape.
Ah, shit! My parents. No!
Oh dear god, I just saw you posted in Discord serial. Ainsley
Yeah,
Erie.
boy.
Dear god. Fucking
No,
jerk
dude.
chicken.
Do it over.
Ainsley? More like Gainsley.
You know what? You're not wrong. He is, like, for those of you that don't know, you ever see that meme of the just one, like, creepy looking black dude that, like, looks like he's about to rape something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my main man, Ainsley.
Ainsley or Ainsley?
Ainsley. There's an I after the A.
Ainsley.
Probably Ainsley. And what he was is, those of you that don't know, he was this he was part of this British I think it was something on the BBC, and he was one of these cooks.
BBC.
And he was part of the BBC.
BBC.
Yeah, shut up. And he was one of like the food people. He was like one of the cooks and shit. And he had this segment where he would just make shit. And one of his things is he's making jerk chicken.
I think that's called the making shit. I think that's called the metabolic process.
That's breaking shit down, I thought.
Whatever.
Complete other thing, but that's
Metabolisms work in mysterious
this dude's
ways.
making jerk chicken. This dude's making jerk chicken. And just the faces he's making are just like, yeah. Fucking see this shit?
It's getting hard
It's
to
just like the most sexually crazy shit. It's like, he's like, yeah, rub it in there, boy. Oh, yeah, boy.
Oh, yeah, boy.
And it is the funniest thing I've ever seen come out of BBC. Ever.
It's my life.
It's now or never.
No, it's not.
I don't want to live. I'm so sorry.
You know who needs to die?
Do
Jackson.
you not make Bon Jovi references in this Discord?
I will
I
make any
never
reference
did.
I want to. You know why I'll make any reference I want to?
Because you're not my real mom.
You're not my real
It's
dad.
my life.
And mute.
Nope, and banned. Slash ban.
Okay, fine, I unmuted him this time.
Listen here, you little Negro.
He's from Wisconsin. He's not a Negro.
I am white as snow.
Jon Snow?
That's
Oh,
why
Bino.
does this?
Albino.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
albino.
albino, baby.
I'm not half albino, I'm all albino.
That's the reaction I wanted. Haha. Joke's on
Jesus,
you.
is that you?
Satan, is that you?
Hello, Satan.
Hello, Satan.
I miss Satan.
Satan's here, just under a different name.
I'm gonna try and me. I'm gonna try and host more.
Did you seriously just fucking?
No, I'm gonna try and shut up. I'm gonna try
You
and
were
host.
serving.
I'm gonna try. Shut up. I'm gonna. Man, I'm.
Did you seriously just serve it yourself to meet somebody else?
I didn't do nothing.
Don't lie.
Wait, what? What happened?
I right-clicked on you and it showed that you were server muted,
Jax?
and then you're not server muted anymore.
I didn't server mute her.
I didn't server muted either.
I think you're
I
fucking
didn't know Serial
lying.
doesn't have any disk. So I think what she was trying to do
I was
she right-clicked
drawing.
on the wrong person. I'm not watching this stream. Fuck.
Jax, I don't think you're
No.
telling me the truth today.
No, you can check the log, can't you?
I don't know.
I don't
if
know.
I don't think the log
You were
has
server muted for like a
server
good
muted.
2 seconds.
Well, fuck. I mean, I promise you, I didn't mute you.
I didn't touch you either.
I'm not gonna mute you while you're streaming. That's just a dick move.
I don't believe this guy.
I'm just trying to check the fucking audit log. Today at 8:18. It was Magnificent Bastard.
Ha! God damn it, Meg! God damn it.
Meg!
You got me blamed.
Meg, you bastard.
I really
You
need to take
magnificent
away his
girl.
mod privileges.
Take away his mod power.
Yeah. Yeah.
Press F.
Rolls.
missed-
Rolls. Mod.
Okay, so
messed
I
with
can't
your
make
back.
full mods. Okay,
Press
cool.
F to pay respects.
I'm kidding. I would
I
never
don't-
demod Mag.
You see, I broke my F key, so I can no longer pay respects.
You broke it?
No.
Oh.
Hey, no more.
You lied?
What a
I paid
respect.
so many. I paid so many respects. So many.
Oh, he
All the
did get it
respect.
wrong though. He didn't mean to mute me. He was trying to mute you.
Ha!
Well, that's a small consolation.
Now I'm just hovering over the server mute just so I can unclick myself.
5 different figures. I'm just gonna draw them face on because that's the easiest way to do it. Am I still getting fucking retweets right now?
You probably
oh
are.
my god. OMFG.
Oh my freaking goodness.
321. How am I meant to do all of these?
Not
It's a joke. You're not.
No, I have to. I know I do. I made a promise.
I'm just excited to see. I haven't watched your stream yet, so I don't know if you
Who
did.
joined? Who joined?
Oh, hey Mag.
Oh,
Hello?
fucking.
Who is here?
He can't even talk.
You can't even talk, so we're just gonna be talking. Oh,
We
fuck
should
you
make
too.
fun of him like the whole time. Like, oh my god, you can't even talk? Like, what a loser.
Get a mic, you poor person.
Fucking mutie.
Yeah, him, poor, right.
Stop being poor.
Oh yeah.
I'm
The-
sure
the
Mag's
basic
poor,
bankroller.
giving money to charity all the goddamn time and shit.
Yeah, fuck charity.
Your
Yeah,
charity?
fuck charity.
Silly kids with leukemia. Man can't even afford a goddamn microphone.
By the way, in the school holidays, whenever it gets to that point, my time, I'm going to be hosting a 48-hour charity live stream.
Again?
Yep.
Oh wait, no. That was
Oh.
24 last time.
Yeah. And so basically in it, no eating, unless it is the disgusting food that I plan to do. You'll find more about that when it comes around to that time. And only drinking.
Oh boy.
Well, I can drink whatever I want. There's
No,
Yeah.
sleep till dawn.
Shut up, that was one time.
That bastard's crafty.
But no, so 48 hours, it's going to be difficult. I'm going to have to tell my parents not to cook me dinner for the next fucking 48 hours because I'm raising money for
I thought
charity.
they never cooked you dinner to begin with.
They do sometimes.
Sometimes.
How's the lamb?
Disgusting.
How's the what?
Lamb.
So you don't like Greek food? Okay.
I do, I just don't like lamb.
She just doesn't like poor people food. I mean, those Greeks can't even afford to keep their country intact.
Lamb.
I don't know too much about Greece, in all honesty. I really fucking don't.
They're
Their
broke right
economy
now.
is fucked.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Oh my god, have you seen the news about Venezuela?
Who
Venezuela?
has finally gone in a complete Ancapistan?
Well, the fact that there are people that earn money playing RuneScape on Venezuela. I'm not even fucking kidding.
Oh, that's right. They fucking like build up accounts and then they sell it. I think I remember hearing about that.
Oh man.
I'm glad someone's using RuneScape still.
Yeah.
People still use RuneScape, just not the OG shit.
Yeah.
And I think there actually is a thing where you can actually have OG RuneScape.
Oh, it's called Old School.
Oh, it is?
Why is my camera not focusing properly?
Because fuck you, that's
It has ADHD. I forgot to tell you.
Jax.
No, it is.
Acoustic.
Oh, come on, that wasn't that bad.
Jax.
You're right.
Dude, don't nobody want none of that shit.
What he said.
My apologies.
Yeah, be fucking sorry, cunt.
I am fucking sorry.
Good!
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 I sense some sexual tension.
No!
Hold George Drake
Oh,
right
wow.
now.
There is no sexual tension. That's just...
Just tension.
Yeah.
Just tension.
I thought you were gonna say. I actually meant to say torsion.
Yeah! Testicular
Painful.
torsion!
Sexual torsion. God damn.
Yuck. Oh, why are we talking... No, let's not.
I mean, I'd fuck myself.
No!
Wow.
That's called narcissism.
We learn something new every day.
No, wait, that's either narcissism or desperation.
Why
Desperation.
not both?
Yeah, why not both? This is just a weird topic to be on. Moving on.
I mean, you guys
Puppies.
just started shouting at each other for no reason.
So, Lesser Saints, the stream. How's that
What about him?
been going? Because I haven't watched
You
it.
have to talk to Jables about that one, because I don't really watch the
Oh.
Lesser Saints in all honesty.
It's okay.
Is
I
it
pop in
because-
every now and then.
Is it because of Waffle?
No, it's not because of Waffle.
No,
It's
just
just
mad.
I usually have other shit going on, and every now and then I'll just pop in, or something else will be going on at the same time. I'm just like, I'll go watch that. I think the
Well,
last thing I
I
watched
guess
that was on the same thing as
you're
Saints.
you're already in the Saints Discord, so you probably don't need to know about everything that happens in the Saints Discord because you're already there.
I really don't, but it doesn't mean I don't enjoy watching the show sometimes. I mean,
Sometimes.
I'm not.
no, I generally don't have a problem with either of them.
Yeah, I think they're pretty decent people. Well, they're definitely good people. Waffle's a little power hungry, but it's really the extent of it.
Waffle is Waffle. I just learned to accept it and move on.
Yeah.
Jables, I'll always just keep giving him shit because he's a constant drunk.
Waffle's trying to do the right thing. Right thing.
He's trying to do the white thing, which is automatically right.
Yeah, exactly. He's trying to
White
do the right
is right.
thing, and I can appreciate that.
White makes right.
He just needs to settle down a little bit.
Like I said, I understand Waffle is Waffle,
Yeah.
and he gets like this, so it doesn't really matter to me as much anymore.
Yeah.
It's for the uninitiated that it really pisses him off.
Yeah.
So he
Why
starts
is
singling people
I'm
out.
turning my phone off right now. Holy balls.
What do you just get, like
Notification.
fucking notifications and stuff?
Yeah.
Does your phone go off every time someone posts in chat?
You have 9,000 posts.
Oh, in the
What the
actual
shit?
like, chat or the Discord chat?
Or are you getting all these I thought you were getting like all these Twitter notifications.
I'm getting all these Twitter notifications. It's so annoying. I'm wondering how the hell I'm going to be able to draw all of them, because I'm probably going to have to do some of them in the stream.
I'd say you probably knock out about a good 10, 15. If you really tried.
I got 50 done in 40 minutes.
Oh.
Whoa.
Well, they're supposed to just be 10-second drawings.
Nice.
Yeah. They're not good. They're really
Mine was
bad.
best.
Look, my avatar is something you drew for me. I paid $5 for this shit.
Yeah, but
Get over yourself.
that didn't take me 10 seconds.
Yes, it took you progressively longer. Or noticeably longer.
Look, 10 seconds.
I am the best piece of bread you've ever drawn, it isn't it? Aren't I?
It's the only
I can't
piece
English
of bread I've
properly.
ever drawn.
And
So yes. But heck, what was I saying? Yeah, so 10 seconds doesn't give you a lot of time to make things look good, so they're kind of just scribbles.
so I said just start drawing like fucking like block letters.
Like gesture drawings, you know.
Yeah, just block letters. I might start doing something.
Oh no, what you
stupid
gotta
like
do is I don't know, did you ever watch Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends?
Yes! I just
should
recently
draw, like, all the-
binged it.
You should draw all the fucking scribbles and shit.
Oh my god. I should
Just
do
all the scribbles that say
yeah, I should do all the unknown
inspired by
letters.
Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. This is what looks like when a fucking 2-year-old gets a hold of a crayon. Exact.
I should do all the unknown letters.
All the
Alphabet.
unknown letters.
The unknown alphabet, I think it's called. Yes,
The
I know
unknown
it's called.
alphabet.
Heckin' Pokemons.
That's how I asked my girlfriend out. My not my current one, but one of my ex ones.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so doing that. If I never get asked out.
What?
I'm always the asker.
You're always the asker?
Yeah, which is really dumb because I'm very traditionalist and I hate that whole girls asking thing. I don't know what it is. It just irks me. I also hate when the girl's older than the guy. It just it's something just I feel uncomfortable with.
I don't know. Usually if the girl's older than the guy, it usually means they've hit a point in their life where they haven't been married, they don't have kids, and it's just like I want to get married and have a kid. Problem is they end up marrying the child.
Yeah.
Like milk,
Oh.
like a milk hunter.
Cougar. But
Yeah.
Eric.
No, in all honesty, it's like whatever makes you happy, as long as it's like whatever. I'm not really,
I know. I'm not
much of
gonna
a
judge
shit.
people for it. It just weirds me out a little.
I don't know.
My mom married a guy. My dad was 6 months younger than her. And
That's not a problem.
it's not. But when I was a kid and I found that out, I got real weirded out, and I had no reason to be. No one had ever told me that it was weird or anything, but I thought it was weird.
I mean, want to know what's weird is when you think that it's normal for people to have 2 dads, and you just realize, oh, this is not normal in the slightest.
Yeah.
Somebody ever
Gay.
fucking told me.
Miss me
It's-
with that gay shit, nigga.
It's okay.
No,
but it's not
no,
normal.
I didn't have 2 dads in the gay couple sense. I had 2 dads, like I was bouncing between houses.
Oh, right. Yeah. No, I had that.
That's always fun to tell people.
I thought you meant gay stuff.
No, God, no.
Miss me with that gay
No,
shit,
I,
nigga.
In all honesty,
I have
part
a
of me
dad
wishes
and a
that-
stepdad.
There
I
are
like to
some
both
days
of
where I
them.
wish I was. There are some days where I fucking wish I was adopted by a gay couple.
Relatable.
There's some days I fucking wish it's like the gay male couples just tend to be so much nicer and everything just seems to go better.
Yeah. Well, it's well known that gay couples have one of the lowest
Divorce rate?
household. Yeah, no, divorce rate and household abuse rate. They have
Is it-
the lowest or
well-
the second lowest or something, and lesbians have the highest. It's just a really funny
Damn
fact for you.
lesbians.
Fun fact.
Well,
Goddamn homos.
That's interesting.
It is very interesting, actually. It just goes to show how violent women actually are. Just saying.
Yeah, but
Lesbians, yeah.
isn't there shit starting to go around where estrogen is actually the fucking hormone linked to violence and not testosterone?
Yeah.
Testosterone.
Because
Testosterone.
like I understand like testosterone, it makes you more like as far as I understand, it makes you like more competitive, but it doesn't make you violent in the sense.
Exactly.
Whereas estrogen is just like there is no competition. You're more docile and violent. You're not competitive, violent.
Yeah.
I don't know. It might explain why guys can fight shit out and then they're best friends.
And chicks are always just like chicks.
Oh yeah, they're always like
they are physically abusive, but they're less physically abusive than emotionally abusive.
yeah.
How did we get on?
I really don't know too much about it.
I do
we're
because I
talking
watched
about
a bunch of Milo Yiannopoulos videos.
Oh god damn it!
But no, I did do my actual own research. I didn't just like listen and believe.
Milo Yiannopoulos triggers feminists with 2 words. Get fucking own compilation 69.
There are so many of
Yeah,
those.
pretty much.
Yes, and in all honesty, it fucking irritates me when I still see it unironically.
Yeah, it's like
Those videos were fun for 2 weeks.
and now it's just like.
Well, I
every
mean,
goddamn time.
those are pretty normy. Like
They're normie now. Back then, they were edgelordy shit.
I remember back when they were edgelord.
Yeah, I remember when they were edgelord too. Ben Shapiro destroys pro-choice argument in under 5 words.
I fucking hate children.
That's 4 words.
Nigga?
I fucking hate children, nigga. Oh, I fucking hate nigga children.
Oh my god. God
Really
damn
depends
it.
what you're going for.
Jesus Christ.
But like, who doesn't?
On March 4th, it was known that small YouTuber Jaxie was banned from the website known as YouTube.
Why? For saying she hates nigger children.
Demonetized.
I'm
She doesn't have
already
money to give you-
demonetized.
I'm demoralized. I mean demonetized.
Demoralized,
I
demonetized.
think
It does
we're
the same
all
thing here.
demoralized. I mean, we're all on this channel. Like, for goodness sake.
I'm not demoralized enough to where I just stop everything. I still go to work. I still pay my bills. That's about all I can do.
Baby,
At
you
least
don't
it is
pay
that.
You don't pay my bills.
I'm about to hand in
Oh.
my curriculum vitae to a bunch of people. That's just CV or resume in fancy words. But I'm about to hand in that to a bunch of people because I'm leaving my fucking job. I hate it.
And I'm gonna finish up my resume tonight and start
Start what?
getting a new job.
Oh.
Oh.
Doing what?
I don't
Anything.
know, anything but this. Yeah.
Skyzone's so shit, from what I've heard,
know.
and where I work is really trash as well. So I'm just really looking forward to leaving as soon as I can. I finally finished all the characters I'm going to fucking draw. Jesus, they took a while. I haven't actually finished them completely because I haven't added the...
I don't know. Where I live, the poverty line is literally $11 or lower an hour. So I'm like $2 or $3 above that. That's always fun.
Jax is in the poverty line.
It depends on state to state. It depends because each state has its own different living
Yeah, of
income
course.
wages and shit.
But if he lived there and
No,
he
I'm
was on
definitely
the
below the
minimum wage, he was
poverty
below the poverty line.
Yeah, no, fucking. But like I'm like fucking like I'm fucking like I'm like $6 above the federal poverty line or federal minimum wage. But I'm still like barely above the poverty line. And the reason why I'm not floundering right now is because I have a roommate.
Trying
The
to
Black Man Orgasms the Clocks by Coldplay. What the fuck is this?
What?
I'm scared.
I'm confused.
It's in Discord. Fuck you, Serial. Oh my god. Oh my god. What have I just seen? Was that Vegan Gain's sister? Yes, stream. It has gotten very quiet.
I recently started watching an anime that everyone hyped up way too much called Assassination
What's it called?
Classroom.
Oh, I didn't even bother with that.
Oh
shit.
yeah, I heard that was good.
I was
The
never
trap-
gonna watch it because everyone kind of overhyped it, and then I was like, I might as well.
Well, the thing when it comes to hype, whenever people just like start hyping shit, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna like fucking taper off my expectations at this level, and if it's slightly above that, I'll be pleased.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's slightly below it, it's no skin off my back. I never really had that many expectations.
Yeah. And if it's around about the same, yeah, you have great
no,
psychic skills.
If you're gonna watch an anime, in all honesty, your probably best bet. It's like an anime, but it's not an anime. Just watch Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, it's
Speed
so
Racer.
good.
Oh, Full Metal Alchemist. Oh yeah.
Full Metal Alchemist is great. Like, genuinely good as well. I hate overhyping things. Full Metal Alchemist, mwah, very good.
Yeah.
But
Watch as man snaps fire onto fucking tranny boy.
I was watching the Full Metal Alchemist movie the other night.
Ugh.
Oh, how was that?
It wasn't as bad as some people were saying. Some people, I guess, are just diehard fans. They want it to be exactly like the thing. But it's a 2-hour movie maximum. Like, they can't.
Look.
You can't be expected to fit an entire series into 2 hours. It's just not possible.
I don't think people wanted that.
Unless it's no, because they were complaining about everything being squished together. But if you want the main storyline to be in there, that's what they have to do. And it's the same with every other live-action movie ever made from an anime.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's my general rule of thumb when it comes to live-action anime adaptations. Don't fucking watch them.
Yeah, if you don't like things being rushed, don't watch them.
I just don't
my
watch them
only
because
advice.
It's like I don't mind certain creative licensing. I really fucking don't. I can tolerate certain shit probably a lot more than most people.
Fucking Mach 6.
Shut up. But oh god, where was it? The biggest problem I had with watching that movie was there were certain plots that were out of fucking like sequence.
Oh,
and I'm thinking to myself like, this would have hit so much better if they did it the actual fucking sequence it was supposed to go in.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But they, it's whatever.
And I understand there was certain cheesy elements, like gluttony.
Yeah,
Gluttony as a character in that movie was cheesy as fuck.
I thought it was really cute the way they did gluttony. It was not accurate
the thing is,
to the anime at all.
It wasn't accurate at all.
Cute.
It's funny.
It was
like,
really
oh
funny.
yeah, he opens up his stomach to the failed truth portal. Everyone can run away. This makes no fucking sense.
Makes no sense, but it was hilarious.
It was hilarious. Oh yeah, but it's like it. I'm just not gonna lie. The biggest problem I get with the whole fucking live adaptations is they try and cram everything together, and I don't mind certain shit taking a few movies. I really don't. Just kind of like you focus on one or two arcs, and then move on to the next movie.
Yeah.
Instead of just trying to like fucking
squeeze it all
cram
into
everything
the same
together,
thing.
and hopefully it works, but it never does.
It's just you can never guarantee if your movie is going to take off or not. And if you really want them to get the whole like plot, and you're worried that it's going to be like, I understand why they did it. And I think it's like also a cultural thing. People in Japan, I know for a fact, like that kind of thing. I asked my friend Yuki about it. He was like, "Yeah, dude, we do that all the time. It's kind of our thing."
Yeah. Just wasn't it like only Netflix? Yeah, that movie.
What, Full Metal Alchemist?
Yeah, the Full Metal Alchemist movie.
I'm pretty sure it was a Netflix original, yeah.
But
it was a Japanese Netflix original.
Oh yeah, reminds me of Death Note live action.
Death Note was pretty bad, but for a live action movie from an anime, it was actually not bad.
I don't like what they did. In all honesty, they made Light Yagami too much of a pussy when he first meets Ryuk.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, but
put it in perspective of look at every other live action, including Attack on Titan. At the time, I thought when I went to go see it, it was my birthday. I thought it was the best thing I've ever seen, and now I look at it
I don't know why they did the Death Note live action. There's already like 2 or 3 other Death Note live action movies that made an ending better.
Are you talking about the American one that totally sucks balls?
Yeah.
We were, and then I'm referencing the fucking 2 Japanese ones and the one that actually does a good ending.
Yeah, the American one was garbage.
Where it's like it wasn't necessarily the ending; it's just the confrontation between Light and L that we all wanted.
Yeah, I was putting it in comparison to other live actions and saying, well, for a live action from an anime, it wasn't half.
I'm not gonna lie, like Japanese Death Note live action was pretty fucking good.
Yeah,
I did like the choice of Willem Dafoe though. Like, he did.
His voice for Ryuk would be perfect.
Yeah, but everything else about that movie was terrible.
Yeah, he's entirely CG. I don't have a problem with entirely CG characters.
Well,
I was looking at Ryuk for that thing, and I was like, how did they make him look so good? Because everything else in this is not
a lot of budget into CG.
Well, and a lot of face capture with
It was
just William
really
Dafoe.
cool. I thought Ryuk
Just-
was
just-
really cool, and it hyped me
Yeah,
up.
that-
And I think that's what got me through the movie.
their whole
was the
budget-
scenes with him in it.
Yeah.
That's what the whole budget
Yeah,
went.
the-
They don't.
the whole
They like
budget.
to act well. They
I
paid
hate-
Light to just serviceably
Well,
act.
I hated the guy that played Light, to be honest. Like, and the unnecessary like characterization of like tragic death of his mother, and that's like, it's like, no, Light was a cool character in the show and in
Well,
you know
He was
the other media
twisted
because
guy.
he had a good life. He had a
He
good
had a
life.
great
and there was,
life.
like,
He didn't-
he was a sociopath. Like that was the
That was
thing.
the
And this,
shtick.
yeah, that was why he was a great character, because he was.
It was like a different adaptation to Monster.
Right. Yeah. Oh man, Monster. Like, if people haven't watched Monster, that series.
I haven't
like,
seen it all
fuck.
the way through.
Well, it's long as fuck,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Y'all are a bunch of fucking weebs.
Well, the funny thing is, I think Monster was actually a JoJo's reference.
Yeah, I do not dress like characters from anime or manga. I just enjoy the occasional
cosplay
good
either.
ones.
I don't cosplay either.
No, like
Also,
I'm the guy. I'm the
yeah.
guy who totally photobombs fucking weebs at conventions. The ones that hold up the signs that say cosplay is not consent. Like, fuck you. You dress up like a.
You're gonna dress up like a slut. You're gonna act like one.
But no, no, it's just if I want to take a picture with somebody cosplaying and they say sure, I'm gonna take a fucking picture. If they say they don't want to take a picture, I'm not gonna take a fucking picture. There's a million other fucking people here.
Cosplay is.
Yeah. There's a better
Somebody-
Goku. There's a better Goku or Joker right around the corner. I promise.
Actually, I did see a pretty the last anime convention I went to. It was Anime Midwest last summer. There's actually a really good Bakugo cosplay.
There's always at least 8 people dressed as the Joker.
Nice.
You
I
know,
like that.
like-
Dude, there was some dude dressed as like Ed from Ed, like the dumb Ed from Ed, and Eddie. It was great.
Is that, which one is
I
that?
love
Is that
that.
a Double D?
It-
No,
No, that's the
Double D
yellow.
was
It was dumbass
Yeah, he was
Ed.
the smart one. Yeah,
it
yeah.
was dumbass Ed.
If you look at my Twitter, you can assume that Double D is my favorite character from that show.
I'm having an argument with the guy who thinks that
Wonderful.
melanin is an isotope of carbon. So that's been fun.
Are we talking about Yada now?
What?
Melanin is a
This
melanin
it-
is
no.
a hormone produced by the pituitary or pineal gland, I think.
Them knees are
pituitary.
all-
No, you were right the first time. It's MSH is produced by the pituitary,
I'm
but
sorry,
it's
I'm sorry.
synthesized. But
Carbon?
it's not a carbon isotope. It's
Yeah, no hormone. No,
and it's a polymer. It's a polymer. It's mostly dihydroxyindole or
as
dihydroxyindole.
far as I know, it
carboxylic
just
acid.
deals with how your body absorbs UV light.
Generally,
I mean
yes.
that all black people would be carbon copies, according to him.
Well, no. But like, see, an isotope is like basically you have carbon 12, carbon 13, carbon 14. You have different carbons, and generally the number that follows the name of the element
the
is
isotope.
the atomic mass. Yeah, it's the atomic mass of the isotope.
It's how many neutrons there are.
Yes, and it denotes like how they name it. They basically just name it for its atomic mass. But he's saying that carbon 7 is what melanin is. I was like, well, first of all, melanin in some forms doesn't even
Does carbon
contain
7 even exist?
carbon. It does not. It does not. You can
'Cause
Google
I don't
that
think
shit
carbon
on it.
7 can exist.
No. The smallest.
Yeah.
But but like
Chemistry
most
people,
forms of,
chemistry.
because there's several forms of melanin. There's pheomelanin, eumelanin, but eumelanin, which is the one that makes people's skin dark, like the one that all people have, unless you're an albino.
Yeah.
But the one that people that are dark skinned have naturally occur without like the melanogenesis process that normally dictates tanning. Like it's mostly dihydroxyindole or dihydroxyindole carboxylic acid, which the last one has carbon in it, but it's ancillary. Like it can also be just hydrogen in some chains. So it doesn't. It's a polymer that doesn't even necessarily have to contain
No,
carbon.
you just gotta apply the Yada logic to everything. If it's not black, it doesn't have carbon. Thus it's not actual natural shit.
Well, and that's what basically that's what this guy's arguing. He's like, you're just quoting shit
Does he
from
have
a
the
science
Kang
journal.
hat? Does he have
Yes.
the Kang hat?
No,
You're
he
just
just
quoting
has
shit people who know what they're talking about.
his
Yada
Google
is-
account is literally just a J, but it literally says this is just more propaganda. Melanin is carbon 7, which is the building block of life. It is the fabric of the universe, and that's why the African is public enemy number 1 under the system of white supremacy. By the way, this
Yada is the greatest flying of Dindus.
well, this
We watch Kangs, boy.
well, this video has gotten my best comments. Like my last serious video actually like broke down some of the comments. And I wish I would have waited because I've gotten so many more that are just because this is literally the third or fourth video that pops up when people search for the Hidden Colors 2 documentary.
So in a stream, you have just gotten a chemistry lesson.
Right, and basically this guy is he's just a Tariq fan. You can tell. Like they don't even try.
He's a Tourette's fan.
Yeah,
Tourette's.
same thing.
Who's that faggot? That's you.
It's pretty hilarious.
So how's it going, Jax? How's the art coming along?
Pretty okay, I suppose.
Well, I can't see it, so I'm just gonna assume it's the best you've ever done.
No, actually, it's definitely not. But thank you.
I said assume. I wasn't actually watching. God.
You know what?
I'm trying to be nice.
You assume, motherfucker.
I say it's okay at best, and you're like, oh, so it's the best you've ever done.
It's sideways.
You're
You're
sideways.
sideways.
You're not wrong. You are not wrong.
Jax, we're the same person. Our insult, you're sideways.
No, you.
No, you.
Your mom gay. No, you.
Your mom gay. Change my mind.
Right.
Once it's
Proof.
mom,
You're triple gay.
yeah, bring a taco, mate.
Your mom gay.
Wouldn't-
Prove me wrong.
Right. Provide evidence. Oh, that guy was literally asking me for evidence that fucking like that isotopes are different than melanin, and I'm like, I don't know that that's how proof works, man. I don't think you have to prove what's been established. I think you have to prove your crazy shit.
It's like evolution. Prove it doesn't work.
Oh shit! It's already almost.
All right, give me 14 million years and some camcorders. We're doing this.
We got this shit.
Yeah,
I need
Jax.
a lot of VHS
Sorry.
tapes, bro.
We basically.
No, you can just
going-
record over him.
Sorry,
Right.
sorry.
Yeah, we're just bouncing straight into Minecraft, aren't we?
Shut up! Let me speak. What I have to say in order to get attention on my own stream. So, we're basically.
Is this part of a stream?
Yes, we're on the
Yes.
stream.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
It's okay.
Oh, shit.
You're fine.
Why we are chat for this shit.
You're on
Basically,
camera.
Jackson. So we're basically going to be bouncing straight from the stream into a Minecraft one.
That is awesome.
Minecraft. I
Minecraft.
love playing Minecraft.
Hello, my name is Jackson. Today
Minecraft.
we're playing Minecraft.
This is Minecraft. There are many
Hey,
people.
you
This
know
is
about
Minecraft.
Inspector Gadget? You know about
What's
Inspector
up, guys?
Gadget?
It's Jax here. We're gonna play some
Do I
Minecraft
know? Do I? Do I know
Chapters 2 and
about
17, let's go.
Inspector Gadget? Do I know about Inspector Gadget and his amazing gadget crew? No, of course I don't. That was, I think, a New
I don't know.
Zealand thingy, but that was.
Go gadgets.
Miss Inspector Gadget was the shit.
Rob
When I
check
was
shit
growing up.
posting.
I'm a little
Oh my
busy.
god. I'll watch the video for you.
Thanks, bro.
Go gadgets. Like
Oh, it's from Cinema Massacre. This is gonna be great.
Or it's gonna be crap. It depends. Most of them have just been Let's Plays lately.
I love building bricks.
I remember the Cinema Massacre.
R-
It
r-
helps me go back to the past.
I
right?
enjoyed
Play
Angry
some shitty
Nintendo
games
Nerd.
that would suck ass.
I enjoyed Angry Nintendo Nerd.
Yeah, or AVGN as he rebranded, but not really big on the streams with Matt. Like he's all right, but I don't know.
I actually haven't watched a Cinema Massacre video in who knows how long. God.
Yeah, it's mostly just Matt like streaming games now. I'm kind of on that, but yeah, good shit
Gotta
though.
make the money the best way you can.
Well,
Never
I think
watched
our
those people.
things most of the year. I think he just does like one season of the AVGN thing, and then the rest of the year it's Matt streaming with buddies.
Which I mean, hey, he's done well for himself.
Oh Oh yeah, no doubt.
He's probably like he's one of the oldest people still on YouTube. Holy shit!
Right.
Fuck yeah.
And his content is pretty consistent. Like it's always entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still watch the AVGN when they ever post new episodes.
Yeah. They got really meta with the story. I enjoyed that. Like he got very head trippy with it for a while, like creating like this really weird narrative.
I was
like,
I enjoyed his fucking angry Nintendo nerd of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game.
Oh yeah.
The one where the people that made the PC release.
Well,
I made the PC release and you couldn't finish it because the gap was too wide to jump.
Oh yeah.
It was impossible to jump.
That game is so ridiculously hard. I still own it on original Nintendo. It was one of the that game gave me nightmares as a child. I always wanted to beat it. Still to this day, I don't think I've ever completed that game. So, just one of those things. Childhood memories.
Yeah.
The art looks good so far.
People have childhood memories. The art looks awesome.
Oh yeah, the cover art on that game was
I wasn't
legit.
talking about the cover art.
All of their masks were the.
That wasn't the kind of art I was talking about.
Sorry, I didn't mean to call you a faggot. It's my just default response.
It's cool. It wouldn't hurt so much if it wasn't true.
Change 0 hours on record.
I haven't watched Life is Strange.
I was eating those beans.
Jaxie, have you watched Life is Strange?
Yeah, of course I have. I've downloaded the first chapter because it was for free at one time.
Is it any good?
Oh, I think it was great. It's one of those things that hits you right in the feels, like Doki Doki Literature Club, but better. And really well made.
I still need to finish the sequel, or the prequel rather.
The prequel.
Yeah, Before the Storm. It's not as good.
Jax, do you have the episodes? All of them?
Yeah.
Can you send them to me? Oh my god.
Can I?
Can you? Okay, I just
I
dropped my
can
other
give you-
eraser and I'm really tiggered about it.
You can literally just... I'll
Got it.
give you the passcode for everything from my Steam account.
Or you could just give them to me as gifts, I think. And if you ever want to play
Well,
them,
I
you can just
have-
send them back.
Gift that shit.
I don't think that's how that works.
Pretty sure you can.
Yeah, because they're download...
We'll talk about it later. It's fine.
Again.
It's true.
What channel are you streaming this on?
Twilight
The art
Express. It's on in the Shield chats somewhere. Okay. So I'm gonna
Kill my selfie.
You're gonna rant?
Copic. Touch 5, I guess.
Hello.
What's the other one called? Copic. Touch 5. Mipsy. Prismacolor.
Damn, girl, you Maxi.
And the last one's called Touch Cool.
As much as I enjoy clicking as the next man, I can hear you.
Yeah. Let's see, color planning time. You always plan your colors before you do the artwork, because otherwise you're gonna want to die a little bit on the inside when you screw it up because you used the color you didn't want to.
I thought we were Bob Rossing this shit.
No!
Paint some happy fucking trees.
That's
Small little.
brush.
It's okay, IR. Earlier we were talking about how we're all happy little accidents.
Whenever somebody just like says they hate the art, you Bob Ross that shit hard.
Happy little cow.
Little Fran.
I'm not gonna lie. There was some person on YouTube that they took the episode of Painting with Bob Ross, the episode of they brought his son on, and what they did is they took all the they fucking spliced together a bunch of his lines that he said throughout the entire show.
Uh-huh.
And they titled the video Steve Ross Tumblr Sex God.
Oh, God.
And it is literally Every quote that can be taken out of context has been taken out of context.
Hold on, I'm searching that shit.
Yeah, boy.
What, Steve Ross, Tumblr sex god?
Steve Ross, Tumblr sex god.
Yeah, it's
It's
happening.
Like a 4-minute long video, and it's just wonderful.
His hair is magnificent, though.
Yes, his hair is
like
almost
it
as
all.
magnificent as his dad's.
Yeah, it is. If you can't go hard with the fro, like that was probably the next best choice. He literally looks like he's a kid though, like on the.
This man is the
like,
painting version of fucking God.
The painting version of God.
Yes, he's the painting version of God.
He is.
Actually, no, he's the painting version of Ron Jeremy.
Yeah,
Oh.
well, but before
Shit went.
just gave
before
up.
shit hit the
Yeah,
fan.
yeah.
Before shit really
Before
hit
he
the
gave
fan.
up completely.
And even then, I just think Ron Jeremy was just the one guy. He's like, nobody else wants to do this shit.
Right.
I'll do it.
He made me
Fine,
think
I'll
that my
hire you.
penis would grow like 7 inches.
He's the guy you call in a clutch, like when you've got no options.
It's a lot of clutches, man.
So many clutch.
Because as far as I know, a lot of the porn back in like the 60s and 70s was all amateur.
Is the plural of clutches, or is it
It's
just
just
would it?
Why are
clutch.
we talking
Okay.
about this?
Because Tumblr sex god known as Steve Ross.
You're
It's
right.
just a
We
really
should talk about
awkward
more
conversation.
appropriate things.
Because I
Like-
tuned myself out, and then I listen back in, and I just hear something porn, something, and I'm just like, ah.
That's the way the internet needs to be experienced.
I'm just doing
Just
a
be glad
color
we're not-
chart, trying to be an
Whoa,
innocent
we-
little girl and
we-
stuff.
We could treat you how you're
Simple
treated in
girlisms.
servers nowadays, Jax.
What?
We could treat you how you're treated in Suit server.
I'm not part of the server. I think I need to know.
Basically, I got downgraded because of my age. It was really dumb.
17-year-olds got no rights.
Because we don't want you looking in porn servers. Well, that's fair enough, but I wasn't going to anyway.
That's right, honor system, bitch.
In all honesty, I've seen the Saints Not Safe for Work section and Count Dankula's general chat. I don't think I can see anything else worse than that.
Yeah. So I've heard.
Until you require a tour, bruh. The internet, I don't think you fully experienced it.
I remember the days of when, like, before Discords, like, got really, really just, like, tricked out with, like, different channels people had. They would just post everything in one chat, like, all the general chat shit.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
kind of terrifying,
Well-
actually.
Well, it's still that way on some servers. People just don't know how to make fucking channels.
Yeah.
And
Or they
then
just want to see how long it can...
Yeah.
I've
Well, that's
I've
true
been
too.
in raids before. I've also been in a server during a raid, too. That was fun.
I bet. I'm so happy I have Copics. Do you know how exciting that is for me? Just makes me happy every time I think about it. I'm
There are
richer than
very
most
few things
people.
in life that make
I'm richer than most people.
I'm able to
Sorry.
spend more money than most people. Haha, just kidding.
I'm not laughing at what you said. I'm just laughing at the way how you said it.
I can spend more money than some people.
So-
Because
so-
I'm a teenager.
So you have more. You have the maximum amount of disposable income you probably will ever have.
I don't know, man. I have more disposable income than I had when I was a teenager because I didn't have a job.
You're
Also fair
depressing
point.
me.
Well, I'm just saying the percentage of your income is probably not the actual dollar figure, but the percentage of your income that is disposable now is mostly all of it.
Yeah.
That will never be true again. I can almost
Almost
I can
hold it.
almost guarantee it. Yeah.
I love having disposable income.
I too miss living with my parents sometimes.
I do not ever.
See,
The price that I pay for everything else is worth it in terms of not having to worry about their drama.
oh. Yeah, no, I mainly live with, I basically have only lived with my mom and my stepdad for like the past. Or I had for like fucking 7-8 years almost. I almost lived solely with them for like the past like fucking 7 or 8 years, and then I moved out when I was like 21. It'll almost be a year when I'll be moved out this May.
You enjoying it so far?
I'm enjoying it so far. I mean, if I didn't have a roommate, I wouldn't be able to pay for the place I'm in right now. But
yeah,
okay.
Roommates are a necessary evil I had to deal with for a very long time. So
Yeah.
it's not.
well,
Now I have the ultimate roommate, which is my wife, and she's pretty cool. So.
Why?
no, the thing is, like me and my roommate, we get along just fine. It's just our work schedules are on 2 different sides of the day.
That works out actually. The more you,
he's first shift and I'm second shift.
So you guys don't see each other very
We
much.
barely
I
see
take
each
it?
other, and even then, we see each other on weekends.
Well, I would say that's the best situation. My first roommate, it was kind of a similar thing, and it worked out better because like the more you see, like, it tends to create more tension. So not seeing them is probably
It's just
probably
good
good for your
people.
friendship. Yeah, like roommates will ruin friendships. I've lost a few pretty good ones because they didn't know how to pay bills.
Oh no, my roommate knows how to pay bills. My roommate makes more money than I do.
Well, the amount of money usually doesn't even matter. It's like you would be surprised how many people have made more money and still somehow found it in their heart to not pay rent on time.
Because they think they have money, so they can like next week.
Yeah, I was moving on, and like we were supposed to go sign the lease on the apartment. Everything was paid for. I'd paid for all the utilities. That was part of the agreement. He was going to pay for the first month's rent because it equaled out, and I had money before he did, so I got all the shit turned on. We were all good to go. We'd signed the initial lease agreement, and we had to go over some more paperwork. That day, he decides he needed to go buy a brand new Jeep. Spent all of his money on the down payment, and then was like, "Hey man, can you float me a loan for the other part?" And I was like, "Fuck you, this is over."
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I was so pissed off, dude. I was like, man, fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Man,
Yeah, that
fuck.
sounds pretty awful.
So,
Pretty awful.
As much as you may not like it, like relish the time you have
yes,
without roommates.
yes, they are the best and worst part of my 20s.
Yes. Well, I'm still only 22, so yay!
So yeah. So no, I don't miss it, but like I do have some very good memories. You know, like the one time that me and like I just got off work and my roommate and one of our other mutual friends, they were in the living room, you know, like jamming out to some death metal, and one threw the other one through my front window. And I literally like was halfway through the door when it happened, so like I'm like half dead because I worked overnights at the time. And I'm walking in the door as I see one guy go out my window, and I look back to see the other guy with this look on his face like, oops, like, you know, this.
No, it's
I'm
kind of
just
funny because like I have something similar, except nobody went through a fucking window. See, me and my roommate have like a bunch of mutual friends and shit, so they were all over one night, and it was a Friday night, and I worked till like 10:30.
Mm-hmm.
And so I walked to the door. I see somebody almost about to fucking
Yeah. I was like, fuck it. It's like you guys
I was like, I'm taking a shower. Like, I don't care what the fuck I wear. You guys are gonna have to deal with it.
Yeah.
No, so we drank and played cards after that.
Yeah.
It was a fun night.
Yeah, my first pad with that same roommate, it became the party house because like we were both 18, the only people we knew with our own place.
Yeah.
So
my
by
party room, or
like,
my apartment's the party house.
but we only
house.
had like spaces in front of the place for like 2 cars, and like we kept getting complaints because literally we would have like 20 cars parked in front of our place. Like we would take up like half the fucking block. It was. It was pretty ridiculous, and I understood, but I was still too young to give a shit. So that's one of the reasons why we stopped living there eventually. That and the second day that I was there, my neighbor came over and knocked on the door and was like, "Hey man, you interested in some meth?" So we knew we were in a good area. You know what I mean? Like, we
I live
gated community. That
yeah. I live in suburbs. Right, like I'm 2 blocks from a fucking National Guard Army armory, so that's always
Probably not.
fun.
Yeah.
And pretty much like I live in like family territory. Like if like it's probably like younger kids' first place that they've got a summer job and shit, and they go to school.
Oh yeah.
And then you've got like the fucking families with the white picket fences and shit. The dog.
Dream.
Yeah, pretty much living the dream. It's just like, this is a nice area. I don't have to worry about getting shot here.
Oh yeah. No, we heard gunfire all the time when I was first
Where'd you
out, and
live?
like literally, it was like a little low rent fucking. Like I'm from Alabama originally. Don't want to tell. But we lived in a part of the city that was
Arctic Alabama, also known as Wisconsin.
Yeah, pretty much the same. Same.
I too like guns. Just there's snow on the ground.
Yeah. No, like I never like I always had to keep track of hunting season, so I knew like when to worry about the gunfire. You know what I mean?
I too have been accused of fucking my cousin and sister.
Nope.
Oh god! Oh god!
I haven't been just
That's-
accused of it.
He's been found guilty.
Oh god. In a court of law.
Right. That only matters to everyone, you know. So, there you go.
Yeah, no, we actually also had a dude that liked to jerk off horses, like a few counties over from me.
Oh, hey, fun fact. One of the guys that I went to high school with was actually convicted of assaulting a miniature horse, not just a regular horse, a miniature
That's
one.
kind of sad now.
Yeah,
I
it was years.
bad for the horse.
It was years ago, but I remember I was at work and we had a break room at the time, and there was a TV in there, and it was always tuned to like the local news station, and it came on, and I was like, I went to high school with that guy. He was such a dick, and it was like sort of this cosmic karma moment.
I went to high school
like,
with a fucking convicted felon. Turns out who was blackmailing children.
Oh.
It made me feel. It made me feel oddly good that this guy was like, I was like, you wait long enough and then they fuck their own life up, so it's fun.
Yeah, like I actually talked with the dude too. I'm like, holy shit!
But
I mean, 12-year-old me is talking to a fucking was blackmailing like fucking 14 to 16-year-olds, naked pictures of themselves, fucking raping shit.
Was he Onision?
No, it wasn't Onision.
Weird.
Sure.
He was a
wasn't
darker
on his
shade.
head?
He was not, I did not go to high school with
Are
fucking
you sure?
Are you-
probably have like burned my building down or like destroyed any and all evidence.
Or he would have, one of those things.
I don't know how the hell that man got out of high school.
Colors.
Did he?
Yay!
I think he did.
I need proof that he graduated anything.
I don't know. He could probably pull out a diploma. I somehow lost my diploma.
Photoshopped in MS Paint.
Pretty much. Better than nothing.
I am graduate. There you go.
No, it'd be like fucking bench warmers, and he's just like, "Are you sure that kid's 12?" He's like, gives like the fucking umpire $20 and a sheet of paper that says, "I am 12."
Are you sure? I am
You
still.
kind of
here.
roboted it for me there. What was that again?
I said, "Are you sure?"
I thought that was just on my end.
No, I heard it too.
See,
I'm
got
sorry.
res-
No, you're not.
got red and a skin tone, and I can't really tell the ones on the white ones.
I just picked kind of some random colors and was like, "Yeah, I'll go with these." Hello, I'm in the frame again because I'm plugging my laptop in because it's gonna die. Hooray! Time to
Damn,
actually
wait,
color these
wait.
things in that I drew like an hour ago.
So I've got a question. What are like the basis for these characters that you're drawing? Is there any basis for them or inspiration, quote unquote?
Yeah,
Or are
but
they
just
just
make
characters you're
something up
drawing?
in your head and you're like, yeah.
It's good enough for me.
This bitch is white.
I
Okay, fun story because I like.
She's all the
this.
colors.
The other day, I commented
Fucking
on.
race realist.
I commented on a.
Video?
Shut up. Let me tell my own
What
story.
are videos? What are
those
these?
things that we watch. But continue, Jaxie.
I don't watch them. Never seen one.
I said continue.
Anyway, so I commented on a video a little bit ago, basically saying, because it was a how to draw black people and like color them in and stuff, and I was like, yo, thanks, because coloring black people is a little harder than it looks. Skin tones are a lot.
I can only notice the wave.
Right, I can already feel the descent on the internet building.
I can feel the triggering. It's building.
Did someone reply with a swastika emoji? Because I feel like they would have.
So what happened? What happened was so I commented on it and I was like, yo, thanks, my dude. That's really cool of you. I needed help with this. And then, like I said, I struggle with making the skin tones correct. Sometimes they end up too dark or too light because I'm not experienced in it and I don't have a lot of materials that are the right colors. And then I get a reply and it says, to be fair, it's quite common in white people to accidentally, quote unquote, color the skin in too light. This is because, unfortunately, most of you, he's white as well, by the way, most of you have biases against minorities. And I'm sitting here like, excuse me?
But
if you're coloring if you're trying to if you're generating a character, even if it's from your mind, you may have the fact that you've picked of a million, or along the spectrum, the continuum spectrum of shades, doesn't mean that you hate all the other shades that you didn't pick. That's fucking retarded. It's like saying every time you draw a green alien, you really hate the red ones. They're the fucking worst.
But
the red ones are the worst.
I literally said to them, no, this isn't anything to do with a bias against black people. It's me struggling with
certain
colors.
Shades.
I need help with it. It's not a bad thing to need help with it. And she's like, he's like, just tell yourself that,
it's moral grandstanding and peace sanctimony.
It's like, heck off. The only people I have biases against are the people who tell me that I have biases against black people.
And the Jews.
No, I do.
As I noticed, you said. As I noticed, you just said "heck off." Should I stop cussing because I just realized?
No, we were dropping nigger left and right a few hours ago.
I didn't want to be like bombing a stream that's somehow PG content.
How many people are watching now? How many people are watching? 7.
No, I developed this weird.
Train.
Shut up, Jax. I developed this weird habit of, saying heck a lot. It's a really weird and fantastic habit.
I hate
it reminds me of those. Reminds me of the fucking doggo memes. Just heck.
Yeah, I think that's what I got it from.
Yeah.
I love me a doggo meme.
Heck off.
Those are the only things the normies got a hold of, and they haven't completely gone to shit.
Doing me a heckin' concern.
You are the best of boys.
Yeah, for whatever reason, it won't let me type in chat, but Mag just said gas the red aliens. So
gas the red aliens.
It's like, hell yeah, gas them. Fucking reddies.
Just types in hick.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hey, dude, Larry is fucking with my hick blood. I have hick blood.
Yeah, I'm half hick on my father's side.
I'm half hick on my mother's.
I'm half Klansman.
Nobody asked you.
Klansman isn't a race.
And they give out cards to pretty much anybody who asks it these days.
Pretty much.
It's really they're really they need some new gatekeepers in the KKK community.
At this point, if the Klan is managing to somehow get members through recruiting and not just birthing them, I'd be surprised.
That's true. Well, their birth rate has slowed since the effects of inbreeding have kind of caught up. So
look, it hasn't been that many generations, has it?
It's been enough. I don't know how many generations it takes for your chromosomal makeup to break down.
I think it takes 3 or 4.
Most of them probably don't have a lot else going on.
They gotta propagate the white race.
Yes, the whites.
Slide up ass with care. God damn it, Cereal.
The clan needs feminist. Yeah, the clan needs to be more inclusive. That's their problem.
The clan needs more black people like Sheriff Bart.
It's so funny that black people are joining the clan.
It makes me happy.
Same.
Diversity.
Think about
Diversity.
it. Think about it.
Oh man, that just screams meme like diversity hired. It just shows like a black guy and a. Come on. Oh, diversity hire.
I was really touched
when we
by
said we were
that. Shut up. I was really touched by that
Priest.
thing. I don't remember how long ago it was, but the black guy convinced a bunch of Klansmen not to be Klansmen anymore, and I was like, oh.
Oh,
nice.
that one? Oh, where he
Oh, yeah,
just,
that
like,
was cool.
he treated them like human fucking beings.
Yeah, that was actually
The
pretty neat.
nerve.
Yeah, no, he went to prison system and fucking, like, deconverted all the racists, apparently. Or most of them.
Well, they probably still go by the Aryan Brotherhood, you know, just
Well,
for
they still have the
formality.
tattoos because tattoos.
Right. You can't just peel that skin.
No,
It's
you
hard.
have to go. You have to get like fucking laser surgeries and shit.
Right, that shit's like 6 layers of dermis down. So there's still the Aryan Brotherhood, and they still have the swastikas, and they may or may not say Heil Hitler on occasion. But it's purely for meth trading
But
reasons.
It's casual Hail Hitler.
Right? It's so they can sell their toilet wine. It
In all
has
honesty,
very little to do with their racial opinions these days.
if you become a member of the Aryan Brotherhood in prison, I really can't fault you for it because it's practically race war in prison.
Well, and you really have very little option if you happen to be a white dude. It's like that, or get stabbed by everybody. So you have they're not very
You either
An
by
unusual
one ethnicity
style.
or all of them.
Let me just read this out real quick. An unusual style, but I love it. Thank you so much.
can't.
And it's 10-second drawings. It's not
Wait a
even
minute.
a style.
Please.
It's not even a style. It's just really shitty drawings.
You're cutting out.
I'm sorry. It's hard to do streaming, voice chatting, and
No, I'm just saying because it's like
Duh.
say it again if you could. I'm not trying to be a dick. God,
it's just bad drawings.
I'll be a dick.
you are what you eat, Jax. You are what you eat.
Woof!
I eat all the dick.
Who adheres a giant loaf of garlic bread?
Who in here identifies as a giant loaf of garlic bread?
No, who eats so much giant garlic bread that they are in fact now giant garlic bread?
I fucking wish.
And then I would eat myself.
Goddamn right I would.
The best way to
That just reminds me of the Spaceballs thing. He died.
Yep. Stretch limo or stretch Hummer limo and ate himself to death. And
Best
now
way to die.
onto the 5,000. God, Spaceballs. That movie. It's one of those movies where it's just like you either love it or you fucking hate it.
Well, I would have find the people that hate it and gas them too. While we're gassing the red aliens, we need to gas all the Spaceball haters.
The Raelians.
But they're the same people.
Well, the thing is, if you gas the people that hate Spaceballs, would you actually be gassing the fucking people from? Oh, fuck, God damn it! What's the name of the planet again?
Oh, I don't remember. Since I
It's
watched
been
it,
a while here too, and I used to fucking remember every single line.
the diner scene is still one of my favorite. The alien
Yeah.
shout out.
And the thing is, the dude that actually had got fucking killed by the alien, the actual alien in this movie, was the one that got killed again.
Was it Lance Henriksen? I think
It was Oliver Hurt.
Yeah, Oliver Hurt.
It's like, oh, not
That's right,
again.
that's right.
That's
Yep.
why he said, oh, not again.
That's right. That's right. Yep, you are correct.
Yeah, no, Oliver Hurt likes to play a lot of characters that get really, really fucking hurt.
Wasn't he in Big Love? Like, wasn't
He was, I don't know. I know he was in Harry Potter. He was Ollivander in Harry Potter.
hold
Who
on?
also got the shit kicked out of him.
I'm looking it up.
And then Harry Potter became a white supremacist in the movie Imperium.
Stig Hale.
Sig hail, my negros.
Exactly. That's how it should be.
Black Nazis. That just
Sometimes
sounds like a
people
weird.
ask me if I'm actually racist, and I just laugh
John Hurt.
and I don't answer.
Yeah,
Oh, did I say Oliver Hurt? I meant John Hurt. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I was like, why does it keep showing me pictures of the Green Arrow? Fucking Jesus.
Oliver Queen.
Well, it was, I guess.
No, I know why I was fucking up because I know I first saw him as his role in Ollivander, and I'm just like Oliver Hurt. Fuck yeah, no, I was mentioning it too.
Yeah.
You know the way.
John Hurt. Yeah.
What
Dude, you leave that PewDiePie declared dead meme out of this.
Yeah. PewDiePie is always right.
You know,
Yes, he is.
I love PewDiePie.
No, but he is always Scandinavian.
I never freeze.
I never freeze. I tried, okay?
And she
You
failed.
have to,
But we love you for it.
Don't say that. It's icky.
I like PewDiePie in concept. not in
fucking
practice.
emotions?
I just think PewDiePie is kind of funny.
No, he is. Like I will defend his ability to say whatever until the day that I die, but I do not watch his videos on a regular basis. I'll watch one if it's recommended to me. Like, and I'll usually get a couple of minutes in before I'm like, okay, enough of this.
I don't mind him.
Cease this faggotry.
He's
Well,
not
no,
really
it's just
geared
it's
towards
just
me.
well, niggatry, everyone.
yeah. I'm not his target demographic, but
Yeah.
I appreciate his content for what it is,
So
and
how-
I have
how
nothing.
old is-
I have nothing bad to say
How
about
old
it.
is our favorite scientist?
You.
Neil deGrasse Tyson? No, I'm just kidding.
you.
Yeah, that guy. His tweets though, man. Like if you guys have never read,
If
his
you're a
dumb
flat
tweets-
earther, he will fucking destroy you.
well,
He is the
yes,
poster child. I am very smart.
but yes, he is on that subreddit so many times, and a field was that nobody cares about, and I'm like, I love science, but goddamn, bro, you make me
It's like-
self-hate.
It's like Richard.
Stop making me
Dawkins.
self-hate.
It's like Richard Dawkins. It's
Who is
like
also a very smart man, but if you've
he's a
ever read
very
his
smart
books,
man.
if you've ever read any of his books, like there's like this.
Condescending as fuck.
Well, yes, and then like the Selfish Gene, for instance, like the annotated, like extended anniversary edition, which is one of my favorites. At the end, like one of the annotations, like he goes off on this tirade about religion for like 3 pages, and I'm just like, dude, like I am also in agreement. However, that's not the purpose of this book. If I was going to make a book about genetics, I don't think I would mention once religion unless it was like, hey, we found a gene that actually dictates or moderates, religious practice. That would be like the totality of the religious mention. But he literally goes on an anti-religious tirade, and I'm like, come on, dude, this is like supposed to be like a popular science book. It's like you convert people later on your own time.
Yeah.
Monster
I-
tags.
I
It's
came for
always
the
funny 'cause,
genes.
like, I always love to make the joke that Richard Dawkins is watching and he's making sure you're atheisting correctly. You're not doing it correctly.
Well, he did have a heart attack because of them feminisms. So,
He did.
Those markers were
Yeah.
really nice.
And it's funny because I generally do like Richard Dawkins. I genuinely do. It's
Me
just
too.
he's a little much sometimes.
Well, and he will, like, I don't know if you've ever seen like some of his debates. Like whenever he's challenged on certain points, he gets like indignant, like he gets kind of pissed off, and like
Yes.
he tries to keep his composure,
Well,
but like his
it's one of those
tactic-
things. The man has immersed himself so much, or the man is immersed so much in the thing that he declares right, that if someone goes against it, he's automatically indignant because it's literally like, how do you not see this? I've literally told you people millions of times.
Yes, and like
I understand
he-
why. It doesn't make him right.
And he has a stable of things that he likes to go to automatically, like when
Yeah.
challenged on certain points. Like, and I get it, like it's a debate tactic, like you have to do that, otherwise
it's-
you just won't have responses.
Exactly.
But it is unfortunate being as intelligent and as well thought out as he is when given time and preparation, that like he resorts to some of the methods that he uses. But other than that,
Yeah.
I don't really have any qualms with the guy, and I own more than a few of his books and papers.
That is a
So,
great
yeah.
black person, Jax, if that's supposed to be a black person.
Thanks.
Maori warrioress with a dress.
I was gonna ask Jax, what markers were you talking about? The second one or these ones?
The ones that you used for the first.
What? The first one. The very first one.
But
Oh, the best Copics on the
The
planet
first
Earth.
two.
I mean, the best fucking
Yeah.
markers on the planet Earth, Copics.
Yeah.
The best Copics on the planet Earth, markers.
Yeah, that's what I was
But
gonna say.
but
I
to
think they're
answer
all
that,
nice. They're just nice in different ways.
but to answer your stealthily deflected question from earlier, I'm 33.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Let's say,
noticed
like-
that deflection
like
like
you-
really
like
quick. It was
Well,
like, wow.
it wasn't intentional. I just get off on tangents, so I
Don't
didn't wanna
worry.
circle back around.
So do you want to join the server called the YouTube Saints?
Dude, I'd love to see IR versus
Dude, you would
Waffle.
love it there. You would love it there.
Or he would
IR
hate it
versus
because
Matt.
he'd hate it because he gets talked over all the goddamn time.
Yeah, it's one of those servers where a lot of people are in one voice chat, and you gotta like fucking shout to be heard sometimes.
Yeah, the politeness is kind of ingrained in me, so I'm kind of like, okay, I'll just wait till they finish. It's fine.
Oh, then never get in a voice chat with Wafflethorpe. Because you'll
Look,
never get a
don't
word in.
say like I tell people not to act like that because I tell people not to be like that when Waffle's in a voice chat because just like it may take a while. Let him finish his point, or if you do feel like you need to interrupt, fucking scream at him. Just say, "Hey, I have a fucking point."
But his point takes like 10 minutes to get to.
Yeah, well, Waffle is Waffle. Like I said
He waffles.
earlier, he waffles. I've accepted this. In all honesty, there's certain times where it's just like I just want him to go on, just to talk, just to see where he goes with this shit.
I just
I
can't stand
remember
it
I was-
because I get very easily bored. That's just
got-
my
you
issue.
got-
though.
I've noticed.
He got annoyed with me one day because he was trying to make a point about Constantine, the emperor, and
Emperor?
I kept joking around like he meant John Constantine, the Hellblazer.
Hell yes,
Okay.
please.
The DC character.
he's-
Okay.
Easily confused, am I right? Like one,
Yeah, of course.
banishes netherworld
one
demons.
tried to be God, the other one was God. I don't know.
You're right. One used magic.
One of them
the
tried
other
to be
one just
God. The
believed
other one
in it. I don't
basically
know.
one of them basically told God to go fuck himself if he thinks he's going to hell.
Fuck you, Dr. Fate. Fuck you.
Right. And the other one made the first printed Bibles. So, there's that. Good on him.
So Constantine helped Constantine to banish demons to hell.
Nice. Yes.
Then I watched that Keanu Reeves movie and I'm just like, dear God, why?
It's
Okay. If you-
I don't hate it, but the character is so wrong.
That's the thing. I have to detach myself from the actual Constantine, comics in order to enjoy.
Yeah? Do you?
I actually do because it just feels wrong. All of it feels wrong.
In all honesty, I had no idea what the hell the Constantine movie even was because I didn't know who John Constantine was up until that point.
he's
I'm like,
he's
oh.
an underrated DC character.
Yeah, he was in Young Justice for a bit.
Yeah, and I really like what they did. Did you guys watch?
There's a lot of movies there's a lot of Justice League movies I haven't watched.
Yeah, it's a more recent one. I think it was the 2017.
I don't want to have to pirate shit. Problem is, I have to spend like $3 on YouTube to fucking rent it.
So
Or you can go to your local shitty movie store and then.
They don't have those where I live. Fuck you.
So I didn't like the TV show Constantine. I felt like there were issues with, but I did like the guy that they casted.
Well, I like the crossover they did with like Arrow for the one episode.
They did it with
One
like
Oh yeah. No, you're right.
yeah. I really like that actor who they got, but unfortunately,
I love the DC. Like I am a nerd for the DC.
The DC-isms.
TV universe. Yeah.
In all honesty, I don't like DC TV. I tried, but it's just like I don't like anything on the CW.
The Flash has been my favorite by far.
Same.
It's just like the problem is I have to watch that on the fucking CW, and I don't want to have to deal with that channel ever again. That's why I don't have cable.
Yeah, I only have it because like it came free with my internet, so I was like, yeah, okay,
Yeah, no.
yeah, that and HBO, sweet. I can watch
I
Game
should-
of Thrones and The Flash. And the only reason, like, and I like Legends of Tomorrow, like, it's probably my second favorite. I just like the ensemble cast. It's pretty cool. And I like how they introduced them slowly and the other TV shows.
Yeah.
And then they kind of took some of my favorite characters and rolled them into one really half-assed team. But I don't know. My biggest gripe is the crossovers. Like, just trying to make sure that I watch everything in order. Like, the crossovers keep fucking me up because I'll get like ahead in one show and then I'll be like, oh shit, this crossover is happening, and it's like 2 seasons ahead in this other show that I kind of lost interest in. So
Yeah, no.
and my compulsory nature makes me go and watch those other 2 seasons to catch up, and my wife is just kind of along for the ride because she's like, the Arrow's all right on the DC universe. She's like, yeah, it's okay.
I just want for once Young Justice season 3 to come out.
Same.
But dude, the reason they canceled that show is just the worst.
It's because cartoons don't just have to deal with ratings. It's fucky.
Because toys. And I'm like, man, that show is so not targeted at the audience that buys the toys.
The thing is, the show itself was, in all honesty, targeted to like middle school and high school girls. It really was. Just the way that a lot of shit was set up.
Well, the way it played out ended up being probably oriented like a. Like I feel like it's infinite. Any of the shit that's on like live action now.
Well, fuck live action.
Like I watched it I watched it on a one day. I saw it on Netflix. I was like, fine, I'll watch it.
Oh, it's actually removed. It's not on Netflix anymore. None of the fucking Justice League shit none of the a lot of the shit from like DC has been removed.
Well, at least we have the Flash on there.
Yeah, no, fucking. They removed Planet Hulk from Netflix. I'm like, fuck you. Planet Hulk was one of the best Marvel animated movies ever.
Yeah, Marvel has some time with some of the animated adventures. They're generally they're kind of
they're iffy.
Like DC, you know that you're getting quality.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Marvel is here or there. It's every now and then, but it's fun. Fucking amazing. Comparatively.
Well, I feel like there's been like just a lack of direction overall, like in the DC, and I'm a big DC Universe fan. I own all the movies, like, and I'm very lenient on the DC Universe. Like, I liked Batman v Superman for what it was.
Are you rating?
I have to qualify, you know, for what it was. It was alright.
My Batman v Superman, I can just watch The Dark Knight Rises or The Dark Knight Returns.
Well, and that was my biggest criticism. I was like, you know, like I really enjoyed The Dark Knight Returns. I liked the Frank Miller-esque universe, and I liked Batman v Superman because it brought that to live action. I like that, but that's also its biggest like drawback was that people that weren't familiar, which is probably I would say the majority of people that went to see it, not familiar with that universe, would probably be put off by the darkness overall. And second of all, the people that were familiar would just be getting more of the same.
Well, one thing, I know fucking Superman Returns gets a lot of shit. It really does.
I love that movie.
I liked it for what it was, and I liked the way how they handled Superman killing Zod. Spoiler alert.
Final conclusion.
You're talking about Man of Steel?
Did I say Superman Returns? I meant fucking... God
Man of Steel. I did like Superman Returns for what it was, though.
No, I tried watching Superman Returns, and I'm just like, Kevin Spacey, I like he as an actor, but Lex Luthor was not your role, dude.
No, he's like, Hackman was forever Luthor.
God damn it. Fuck. I'm tired of shit. It's almost 2:30. God damn it.
Yeah, I woke up just to check.
I'm getting movie news mixed up now. Fuck.
It's all good.
Yeah, no. Man of Steel, I understand it gets a lot of shit.
I liked it.
I liked it. We're just like, oh, here comes Zod. He has laser vision now.
Well, and I think like my biggest like the biggest triumph of that movie is the last scene, like with
Superman is finally forced to kill someone.
Right, he's and which is fucked up because he's dealt with that in the comics before, but those are the comics that people don't remember.
The thing with Superman in the comics, like him killing people, it rarely does. It's generally speaking a it's like an offshoot, like Injustice.
Right, or yeah, like an Elseworld kind of thing.
Like an Elseworld kind of thing.
Right, but the thing is, like when he's forced
turns out as one of the clones or some shit.
Like he's forced to realize that having this unlimited power like it's a curse as well as a gift, because basically like his morality isn't super. His ability to deal with the world he creates isn't super.
I think the skin tones are pretty good.
He has very human emotions, and those are the things that are his true weakness and saving grace. So he has to make hard decisions sometimes.
Yeah, it's nice to finally see. It's just like, okay, this guy is really. He doesn't get like a fucking bullshit way how to get him to get to not kill Zod.
So, friends, I've had to mute my friends just so I can talk to you for a sec. So, my general conclusion, this is the Touch Cool marker area compared to Prismacolor, Mepsi, Touch 5, and Copic. I did a maximum of 5 colors. Obviously, I didn't say that during the stream because they were talking over me and it was kind of annoying. Not their fault, it's what I invited them there to be. So, my final conclusion, they're better than the Mepsi ones. The Mepsi ones are always bleeding. I found it hard to control them because they've got really soft nibs. And they're about the same as the Touch 5 ones. I need to get some contrasting colors so I can properly test the shading of them. But they go down just as well, and their nibs are about the same, although the Touch 5 ones are a little softer. Obviously, Copic was the best, as always. Prismacolor, very close to it. They've got both really, really nice colors. They've got Touch Cool. Only Touch Cool. Forget these ones. Touch Cool, they've got nice colors. I really like this green and this grey. I thought they were really nice. And this is a really stand-out yellow. Unfortunately, I didn't actually get a skin tone. I've had to... You can see it on here and it looks okay. But in real life, it doesn't look all that good, the skin tone that I was using. Because it wasn't a skin tone, it's olive green. And that's whatever. There's no bleeding. It didn't bleed at all. I accidentally went in between the lines here, but that was my fault, not the markers at all. It doesn't rub the paper. I find with some Touch 5 ones, and it might be the same with Touch Cool, but I'm not sure, at least the neons rub the page really bad. You can only do 1 or 2 layers of it before it starts really badly rubbing the page, and it's awful. But the rest of the Touch 5 ones work really, really well. The color contrast is really good too. Even though I was using 2 somewhat similar colors, the yellow and the skin tone are actually very well contrasted, which is really good. And the 2 types of green, olive green and this one is pale green, they are so different, and the colors actually match the caps. Like, no shit. The colors match the caps perfectly, except for the grey one, but that's because the greys are harder to do the thing with. The skin tones, again, I have an issue with. They didn't send me any skin tones, and because it's all randomized, I don't know if they even have any, and that's my issue. Maybe somewhere else Touch Cool has... There probably is, like Touch 5 has the same thing. Somewhere else, Touch Cool must have a pack where it has skin tones in it, but I didn't receive any in all of the ones I bought, which was kind of annoying. But the first one, of course, is the best. It is Copic. They are very well known for being the best marker brand out there. Absolutely. Touch 5 is supposed to be like a really bad knockoff, but it isn't bad at all. It's just the color and pigments are just a little weird. I love the colours of Mepsi. I think they're absolutely gorgeous and they all stand out, but it bleeds so much and you can't see it properly here. But there's bleeding here, 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 here. There's no line bleeding because of the... STA is a really, really great brand, and using it on marker paper just makes it a little bit better in terms of bleeding stuff. But the colours are really pretty. I love Mepsi colours. I just wish they were not bleeding so badly. And then we've got the Prismacolor. Prismacolor is just generally really good. It doesn't bleed much. It's got a nice, its chisel nib even is really soft and lets you really work with it properly. And even its bullet nib is really easy to work with because it's hard, but you can at least just kind of maneuver around that. Touch Cool nib. I like the colors, like I said. I think I need more skin tones, but it's entirely possible that there just weren't any. And to be quite honest, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I was expecting it to be really shit. They're only $1.11 for New Zealand dollars for a marker, which is really, really, really cheap, seeing as these are $8. The Copics are $8. Touch 5 is about $1.90. Mepsi is about $5. Prismacolor is about $5 or $6. Touch Gold, these are only $1.11, and they work just as well as these ones. And honestly, I would consider them, depending on, I need to know the colors, but bleeding wise, and stuff like that, they're better than these ones, which is why I rated it as 7, whereas Mepsi is a 6, because it's bleeding to the eyes up here. The skin tones aren't even that great, especially for darker skinned people. It's really hard to get a dark contrasting color to the darker skin, whereas with Copic you can get really dark colors with dark skin and still have it stand out, which is really cool. I'm going to end this art stream here. I don't have time to do the fucking 300 odd 10-second things. I might have to do that tomorrow night or something. But yeah, I'm going to end the stream here. Thanks for watching, everyone. It's been a great time. It's been a couple hours. These took me a really long time, much longer than usual. Just real quick, this is not sponsored, obviously. I've got like 500 subs on my main channel. This one's only got like 17. But this paper is absolutely brilliant. It does not bleed through at all. It bleeds through this page, but that's just to be expected, really. And even with most of them, they don't bleed too badly. It does not bleed onto this page at all unless you like really heavily layer it like I did here, which was my mistake. But yeah, this paper is just so good. It is the Copic marker paper, and it's really good. So yes, thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye.